Okay, so I want to do a transformation video today. I had seen Anastasia post a particular makeup look on Instagram and I think I actually want to recreate it. Because the weather's a wee bit crappy today, I have my ring light on, so I'm not going to show you like the picture on my phone because you can barely see it. So I'm actually going to take like a wee screenshot of this and actually post it up here on the screen. It looks super cool, but I feel like this is going to be really easy as well. Like a really nice, easy, simple makeup look, but also like fierce. I'm going to start my eyes first of all, so I'm going to do my brows first, and I'm just going to probably do those off camera as per usual. But if you are interested in the brow products I use this wee brow stain and wax from Bay Brow. This one here, and it's just very similar to the Anastasia brow freeze, let's just say. It's just like a clear gel, but I love it. It's super good. And I also take a wee bit of the COLLAB brow pencil. I literally just use this to line or kind of like outline the bottom of my brow, and then I also go in with the NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen, and I take this in the shade Ash Brown. I've been really enjoying it. I only got it the other day. I got it in the Superdrug in GRWM. I also ended up picking up a few other wee bits of makeup as well. It's been so long since I've actually been out makeup shopping, like in person. I buy everything online these days, literally everything. Clothes, hair care, skincare, makeup, everything is online these days. Like I'm never in stores like swatching things or buying products in store, and now I know why, because I literally had to go back to Superdrug and return everything I got bar this, because everything had been opened and people had put their fingers in the product and it was just like no. And like one of the products I was so excited for, it was the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation Powder. Yeah, you know what one I mean. And it was like £11, which to me, for a powder that's a wee bit pricey, right? Yeah, no. Took it home, finger swatched right through it. I was raging. You know, hold on till I just get all of these buns and sweets out of my way. I have a wild habit of just sitting here filming and eating at the same time. I've just cut up a wee shadow shield here, but I'm first off going to put a wee bit of something within my crease. So I'm going to be taking my Buff and Blend 01 big fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to be taking the Havana Greg and Morphe bronzer. This is just like a pretty light bronzer, so I just want to use this to put a wee bit of something just within the crease. I'm not wanting too much of this to show, but I'm just wanting to kind of add a wee bit of something just to add a wee bit of depth and definition. I'm going to try my hardest not to speed through this entire tutorial, but I'm hoping to be finished filming this by 1 o'clock because Jordan Lipscomb is doing a live on TikTok. I think it's at 1 o'clock. She's doing a TikTok shop live, so I think this is actually like her first TikTok shop, so I'm definitely wanting to watch that. I'm going to be sitting with my debit card ready and all, because I think she's actually doing like a Made by Mitchell bundle and everything, so I'm so looking forward to it. I absolutely love her lives on TikTok anyway, so I'm so looking forward to this. So I'm just kind of hoping that I have this tutorial finished so I can watch it in peace. So I'm going to take my skanky as hell Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I am so sorry. Honestly, just use whatever palette you have with these shades in it. Obviously, like, you all know what you have. But this is my Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I'm trying to get rid of this palette this year, and I'm slowly but surely getting there. So I'm literally going to be just taking the black and maybe a wee bit of this colour. So just use whatever palette you have with them two shades in it. But first off, I'm going to take my gel liner. This is the gel liner from Be Perfect, the Pot It Jealously, and it's the black one, this one here. And I'm going to be taking this on my Buff and Blend 0. Oh no, this hasn't the number on it. You would think I'd know the number of my own brushes. My 03. This was obviously like a wee sample one I got before we decided to put the numbers on them. And I'm not going to be too precise or care too much about what it looks like, because I am going to go in further blend and smudge it out. I really apologise. I know for a fact that you guys are going to be absolutely sick of me mentioning this, but just in case anybody's new here or if you didn't see my previous tutorial, Buff and Blend is unfortunately closing down. So that just means that my brushes are now on sale. But they are on clearance sale at the minute for €20. So once they're gone, they're gone. Honestly, get it now while you can, guys. And of course, as I was saying, it's on clearance sale for €20, and it will be staying at €20, by the way. So just to let you know. Now taking my 05, I'm just going to give it a wee bit of a blend. I'm still taking my 05 and going into the black from this GLAM palette. I'm now going to start packing that on, keeping it quite tight to the lash line first of all, and then I'm going to go into my 02, which is my wee pointed petite blending brush. I'm just going to give that black a wee blend. Taking another one of my 02 brushes, and I'm going to go into a rustic, this shade here. Just in this inner corner, just right in that crease, kind of as if I'm cutting the crease with a shadow. Just using really small circular motions just to blend that out. And then once I come to like the outer corner, just using really light pressure, just going to diffuse that edge a wee bit. Then go back to my 05. This is my 05, right? I really should know this. Yes, it is. Another sample that hasn't got the number on it. So I'm taking that and I'm just going to go straight into the black. So it's still just using the tip of my 05. Just kind of flicking it across. Not taking any more product on my wee flat 05. I'm going to start patting at this inner corner. I feel like whenever you pat blend, it's very easy whenever you're not wanting your shadow to blend too far. Sometimes I find that whenever you go in blending like circular motions, it's very easy for you to eventually not be able to control where your blend is actually going, whereas because you can blend too far, because when you're doing circular motions you're actually covering more of an area for that product to actually blend to, whereas with pat motions you're really able to control where you're actually going to be blending that product to, or like how far it blends. And wee precise areas like this are just really good to do like them pat and blend motions, instead of like, say for example, if I was taking one of my wee petite blender brushes and I was blending at this, yes, it would be able to blend out very nicely, but you would just need to be very careful that you don't over blend and it doesn't blend too far. Whereas I want it to be quite neat and kept in the inner corner, so just going in with like pat blending, I'm just able to control that blend better and like the placement of it better. And then I'm going to go back into my 02 and just do more wee pat blending just with the tip of this brush. I just applied some mascara and lashes. I used the Be Perfect mascara, and these wee lashes are just from Shein actually. And I'm just going to pop this gel liner just in my waterline. Ooh, do I want to actually? Hold on. Okay, we'll do it. Yeah. I know this might be a wee bit controversial. Would that be the right word? I don't know, but do let me know if you would actually want a full face of Shein makeup actually. I know their makeup line is called GLAM. I have used their makeup before in the past and it's actually not too bad, you know. So do let me know if you actually would want another full face of shade makeup. So I was just taking the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer. Taking my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm actually going to be taking this on a, let me see, this is a BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. Ooh. Please excuse the difference between my face and my body. I don't know how this happens. I'm using my tan shade, but it's just my chest is just orange at the minute. I am aware, so please excuse this situation until I cream bronze. Okay, I can't do this. That's a really nice brush and all for doing your foundation, but I need a sponge. Just taking a wee bit of the Juvia's Place concealer. This is in the shade 22. Is Juvia's Place still cancelled? I'm going to be taking the Made by Mitchell blush, and this is in the shade Creme Carve. Now, I'm not the biggest fan in his blushes, like the bronzing blushes, and I've used them on and off, now and again, whatever. I like to kind of always give them a wee bit of a chance, and I'm still always on the fence, so I'm going to use it today again. And just, I don't know, it's like everybody seems to love these, and whenever there's a really like popular hyped up product that you don't like or you're not a fan of, you always think it's you. Like, what am I doing wrong? But like, God forbid you just seem to dislike a product that everybody else loves. So I'm going to apply it differently this time. I'm going to apply a little bit to my hand, and taking that BK Beauty foundation brush that I was using there for my foundation, I'm going to apply it like this. I usually would apply it to the skin with a beauty sponge, or just using the doe foot applicator, applying it like that, and those two ways, not the biggest fan. So let's try it this way and see how we get on. Like, that's not looking too bad. Sure it's not. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. I feel like we really need to bronze up this skin so it somewhat matches my neck. Do you know what I use? Like, whenever I do my tan, I use a wee bit of body butter that has tan in it, and it just kind of like maintains the longevity of my tan and stuff throughout the week or the couple of weeks that I have it on. But my chest seems to take tan so quickly and so dark. Like, look at even like my arms compared to my neck. You know, like, I've tan on my arms here, and I've tan on my arms here, my shoulders stuff, but look at my neck. It's bizarre. Okay, this doesn't look too bad actually with this brush. I love the shape of this brush. Love it. It's a really nice shape actually for foundation. And especially applying this bronzer, it's just a really nice size as well, and it's really nice and dense, and it's looking well on my skin too. I'm actually impressed how this looks. Ooh. See, this is what I mean, and this is why I always do this. If I don't like a particular product, I'll keep on using it. I'll keep on using it maybe in different ways, or I'll maybe use it with a different product, or I don't know. I always like to give products more than a couple of chances. Unless I know for a definite that, yeah, definitely it's a shit product, I do not like it, I've gave it many chances, that's fair enough. But I don't know, I always kind of feel like there always has to be a way around some products, you know. And then I'm also going to be taking these two blushes from Made by Mitchell, Sweet Cheeks and Mango Daiquiri, and again I'm going to mix these two, and instead of taking them on the back of my hand, I'm actually just going to mix them on my face. So I like to take quite a bit of the Mango Daiquiri Sweet cheeks just on top of that, and these two mixed together, it just makes the most beautiful like peachy coral blush. So this is obviously like a pure baby pink, like a bubblegum baby pink. The Mango Daiquiri is just like a pure orange, but it does have like orangey gold reflex to it. They're very, very subtle, but whenever these two are mixed together, they're just beautiful. You have like the brightness of the orange, and then with like a wee hint or a wee kiss of the pink, just transforms it into the most gorgeous like corally peach blush. See this lighting today, this lighting is driving me insane. I'm just looking at my viewfinder and it's just not right. Just artificial lighting is just not for me, unfortunately. Do let me know like what your favourite shades are in the Made by Mitchell blushes, or what shades that I need to get, because they have so many and they look stunning. But I'm just going to do a wee bit of Beckham now with the Huda Beauty Pound Cake Powder. Oh my god, that was a lot. Damn. Oh my god. Oh my word, look how bright that is. Okay, I actually put that much on that it looks cakey. Great. Okay, I'm gonna take this off straight away. See, once I put on some setting spray and it just soaks up that excess powder, it'll look grand. I'm so sorry that you cannot get this highlighter anymore, but I'm going to use it anyway. It's the Anastasia and Amazing highlight. I love it. I absolutely love this highlight style. And it's just such a shame that they never got round to bringing it back again. I don't know why they didn't do that. And then I'm going to top up my blush with the Sunset blush from Vive in the shade Pesca. Mine is disgusting. But I do think it's a perfect blush to pair on top of these two, because it's very, very similar to the shade that it actually creates with these two mixed. So it's just really, really nice on top. Picking a brand new bronzer from Be Perfect. It's from Miss Glam and it is the Sunset Glow Bronzer. Ooh. So that's the colour of it there. So I'll give it a wee swatch because I haven't even swatched it yet. The colour of it actually looks okay on camera, but I think in person it's a wee bit darker. I just hope this looks okay and doesn't wreck my makeup. Oh my goodness, talking about Be Perfect Cosmetics. I was so pissed off. I was so angry. This is nothing to do with the brand, by the way, in case you're like, oh, gossip. With me being like, oh, talking about Be Perfect. I'm so pissed off. But I'm obviously on their PR list, and it was last week I had got a text message or an email to say that I was getting a parcel delivered by them, so it was obviously PR, and it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening and I still hadn't received it yet. And I went on to the text message and I hit the link where you can actually track the parcel, and I had noticed that it was my name and my telephone number and my email address, but my home address was like somewhere in Belfast. It was the wrong address basically. At this stage I was unable to actually change the address, so I literally just had to let the parcel be delivered to somebody in Belfast. And then later on that evening, somebody had contacted me through WhatsApp, and it was literally just like a picture of the parcel, and I was like, oh my god, this person, I'm so sorry, whoever you are, has received my parcel. But because it was through WhatsApp, I was able to see the name, and it was some man. Of course, it had to be a man that it had to be delivered to. And I was obviously very sorry towards him in the message. I was like, I'm so sorry for this inconvenience, you know, like this, like I apologize, like my parcel has just landed at your door. But I had literally just asked him very, very nicely, would you be able to post it to me and I will cover the postage costs. And now, me as a person, if somebody asked that of me, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. In fact, I probably would have offered. Like if somebody's parcel accidentally came to my house, I would, yes, message them or whatever, and I would have sent them And I would honestly say to them, do you want me to send you it to your address? Like, give me your address and I'll send it to you. That would be no problem. It wouldn't be an inconvenience because I like to think that I'm a nice person, you know, and I wouldn't think anything of that. And he had just replied back, contact the depot. So can someone please tell me, like honestly, can someone please tell me, like, was he okay saying that to me? Or like, was I in the wrong, like asking him to go out of his way and send me back my package? Or I don't really think anybody was in the wrong, you know what I mean? I kind of feel like it's one of those situations where, you know, you do what you want, or you're just like, you have the mentality of, this ain't my problem, fuck off. And I kind of feel like that's the way he was acting towards me. It's just so shitty sometimes how whenever you're like such a nice person and you know that you would do something 100% for somebody else, but you don't get that type of treatment back, if that makes sense. So I had obviously messaged back to his message and I was like, okay, no problem, thank you, I suppose. And also, again, so sorry about the inconvenience, and that was literally it. And it was just like, what a fucker. Like, how arrogant, like, or am I crazy? Am I crazy thinking that that was him being arrogant, or did he have every right? Or, like, what? I just find it so bizarre, so bizarre. I just find it so cheeky, like so cheeky, as in just like, screw you, not my problem. By the way, I'm still aware that I'm still applying this bronzer. I clearly like it. But I don't know, like, see that evening whenever it happened, I just felt so deflated. Like, so deflated, like, it's just so shitty. And it just really got me thinking that it's just so shitty how you know yourself and in your heart and in your soul, like, you're like a nice genuine person, you're like a happy-go-lucky type of person, and you do anything for anybody and nothing is an inconvenience to you because, you know, being a nice person is just, you know, it's nice to do nice things for people, you know. You can't live your life being an arsehole all the time. It literally just put me in such a downer the whole evening. It really did. I'm just cleaning my nose rings, by the way, from all the foundation and makeup. I'm going to do a wee bit of shading along my lower lash line. I think I might just do a wee bit of dark brown in the lower lash line. I don't want to add any more black because I'm scared. I hate putting black on my lower lash line, so I think I'm probably just going to go in with this shade here and maybe a wee bit of this shade that's actually running out. And I'm going to be taking this on my 03. I'm literally sitting here eyeing out this French fancy and I really want to eat it. This wee bun here, this wee festive French fancy. And this is literally my breakfast, along with all the other rubbish that I've been eating, like Cadbury's fingers and cinnamon swirls. And now a wee French fancy. I don't even like these, but we're going to try them now because they're festive. I think it's orange. Oh no, I'm not a I'm not a fan of orange flavoured things. I'm not a fan of icing either. I might not like it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to eat it. It's got cream in it. Ew. And then for my lip liner, I'm sure you all know what's coming. Look at the size of it. Last time I had a wee lip liner like this, I think it was, oh, do you remember Beeper? Beeper from COLLAB. That was my lip liner. I have quite a lot of products here for my lips. I really don't know what I want to use. I have the ColourPop lipstick in 21 Questions. I was maybe thinking of using this all over my lips, and then applying ColourPop lipstick Dream Date in the centre. I absolutely love this colour, especially for like this time of year. It's gorgeous. And then this is just like a nude, because like I don't want to even go for a nude again. I feel like I do a nude in like every tutorial. And then I have the Morphe Sweetest Tea lipstick, but I think that might be a wee bit too, okay. That's nice as well, damn it. And then I have this bougie wee lipstick here from the brand, this is like a Korean, Chinese, Japanese brand. I can't remember what it's called actually, and I do apologise, but this lipstick here is beautiful. Like, look, can I show you the bullet? Will you be able to see? What's that up my fingernail? Oh my god, it's icing. I am a fat bitch. Oh, that's Megan, disgusting. There's like showing you product and there's like food in my nails. Cake of all things. Yeah, so I'm an absolute disaster, but look at that bullet. I hope you can see like the absolute art on that. Honestly, beautiful. I think I might actually just go for this one actually, 21 Questions. This is from ColourPop. It's just their bullet lipsticks. So I'm just going to put a wee bit of that on. And then I'm going to take a brush. If I can find one. In fact, instead of taking a brush, I'm going to take a finger. I find that this colour of lipstick around this time of year is absolutely beautiful for like autumn and fall, because it's not necessarily a red, but it's like a terracotta, rosy, brownish red. But it's stunning. You can obviously have it as intense like this, but say you just blot it on the lips with like a brown lip liner or a nude lip liner. It's just like the nicest rosy lipstick for everyday wear, for just like a really nice like healthy lip colour. It's stunning. I love it. It's so nice. And then I'm going to take the shade Dream Date, the lipstick. Do you know what I've taken a wild notion for? Lip filler. Again, I always take notions just here and there for lip filler. And it never happens. I never get it. So don't worry. It's probably not going to happen. But, oh, I'm desperate. I'm desperate for a bit of lip filler. Okay, this hair is just not cooperating with me today, so we're just going to ignore it, and I'm going to zoom these in so you can't even see it. But anyway guys, this does complete this makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. I will list and link all the products that I did use down below in the description box, and also don't forget that my brushes are on clearance sale for €20, so buy them now when you have the chance and when you can. As I say, once they're gone, they're gone. So I will have everything listed and linked down below as well for them. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.